Welcome to Global Village, and thank you very much for joining us today. We have two great guests today. We have our Bassano Mayor, Mayor Tom, and we have Newell Regional Tourism Association President, Mr. Colin. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, you want to tell us a little bit about this beautiful town called Bassano?
It's a diamond in the rough. Everybody should want to move here, whether they're from India or from wherever they are at.
There you go. Okay.
No, I really believe that it's a diamond in the rough. We have lots of great things going for us. We've got more than one company from here that ships not just nationally but internationally. We've got great fishing, boating, a great swimming pool, golf course. But unfortunately, we've got a 4-lane highway right next to us that people don't generally take the time to stop in to see the diamond in the rough. But we're taking steps to change that.
Wow, that's good. So what's the population of the town then?
We're about 1,300.
1,300.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great. So this is diamond in the rough.
Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, Mr. Colin, as a president of Newell Regional Tourism Association, you want to tell us a little bit about the program?
Okay, the NRTA is an organization that consists of, the board consists of 12 volunteers basically,
Okay.
representing businesses, towns, villages, and the city of Brooks and the county of Newell.
Mm-hmm.
And different heads of hotels and bed and breakfast. We have a bed and breakfast, so we are really interested in promoting tourism. And the big reason for the NRTA to be here is promoting tourism in the county of Newell. That is just the big one. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's different ways of doing it, of course. We have a beautiful website and run by our big friend Brendan Wynn from the chamber, and we have a website called visitnewell.com, where you can get all the information you need about this area.
You want to tell us also a little bit about yourself then?
Okay, I am a new Canadian.
There you go.
Although I don't know the definition. I've been here 42 years.
Yeah.
Since '74. So
wow.
I'm fine with new Canadian. Totally fine.
No, you are old Canadian. 42 years, that's old Canadian.
An old new Canadian.
Old new Canadian. There you go.
Anyways, I was born in Indonesia and.
In where?
In Indonesia.
Okay.
And went to Holland. Holland was the owner of. It was a colony. Colony.
Colony.
And. I got my education in Holland, grew up in Holland, and then went to university, couldn't get a job, and went to Canada in '74.
Wow.
And landed in Edmonton, in St. Albert, on a Thursday night at 10 o'clock, minus 19. Never had that feeling before in my life. And 6 o'clock the next morning on Friday morning, I was hanging on for dear life to a garbage truck. So 8 hours sleep, 6 hours sleep, I think, and that was one day, and then it just started. I got a job in Brooks at the research center, and worked there for almost 30 years, and retired in 2002.
So you've been in Brooks area almost 30 years then?
Yeah.
Wow.
40 years.
40 years?
41, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm an old timer, and an old Canadian, and a new Canadian.
There you
and
go.
I'm 35.
I'm 68. I roll out of bed instead of getting up now.
There you go. So you retired last year then?
I did. No, 2002.
Oh, 2002?
Yeah. And then we decided to start a studio.
Yeah.
Or actually, we didn't really want to build a studio, but it just happened, right?
Yeah.
And we built a 5,000 square foot straw bale building, 16 feet high. Yeah. And we just wanted to recycle, and so we used straw bales to build the place. You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. Beautiful.
And
beautiful.
And then we have the old house where we used to live.
Yeah.
Is now a bed and breakfast.
So
we're very much involved in tourism. Tourists are very important to us.
So you're not retired then? You are now business.
I'm kind of. I am retired from government. I am working my butt off.
Own business. That's
in
very
business.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tom, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself then? Were you were born in Bassano, or
I
you?
was born right here in Bassano at
Wow.
this local hospital.
You're not a new Canadian then.
I am not a new Canadian.
There you go.
My mom was born and raised in Seattle, and both her parents were Canadian. My dad came from a farming community and was born on the farm in Granham, Alberta. So I'm a fourth generation farmer, or Albertan more specifically, I guess. My kids are fifth generation Albertans.
Wow.
My dad was the Presbyterian minister here in Bassano for 39 years and a teacher in this school for 28 of those years.
Wow.
So my parents were both very involved in the goings on here in Bassano, and I find myself now doing the same thing.
So then, are you American also then? If your mom,
No, I am just Canadian.
if the mom was born in the
Yeah,
US,
I've
would
never
that-
applied for an American
okay.
citizenship.
Oh, okay. But you could have.
I could have and still could, but have
Yeah.
not.
Well, there you go. That's
Mr. Trump around, he probably doesn't want to do it anymore.
So no, I'm proud Bassanoite and
proud Canadian.
and a proud Albertan and a proud Canadian. Yes, very much.
No, that is that. So tell us, why would someone want to move to Bassano? Let's say from other parts of Alberta or maybe other parts of Canada.
Well, again, as I said earlier, it's the diamond in the rough, and there are opportunities here. Again, we've got a couple companies that ship internationally, and I just really believe that there's a lot of opportunity here.
What about tourism side?
Tourism, I mean, we've got the famous Bassano Dam, and we have a member of our council that stays in contact with the New Regional Tourism Association with Colin, and so we like to stay involved with that as well. We've got the Crawling Valley Reservoir, the fishing lake and water skiing lake with a beautiful campground just northeast of town. Again, there's not just tourism opportunities here, but there's business opportunities as well.
Wow, that's prime example. We had the pharmacy gentleman, Mr.
Yes.
Ankit.
Absolutely. He found a business opportunity here, and he reached out and grabbed it and is running with it, and he's doing very well. And as he alluded to earlier, he is a well-respected person of the community. He spends a lot of his time here. He has an apartment here, and he spends part of his time in Calgary with his family. And so no, there's lots of opportunities here, and there's more opportunities moving forward. And we've got a great school here with these fantastic kids that are able to produce a show of this magnitude. So the school is a great place to raise your kids with ample opportunity to do lots of different things here at the school. And I like to talk not just about Bassano, but about the region.
Yeah.
And the Newell Foundation has been working very hard at getting a new hospital here and a new lodge, a senior citizen lodge, built here, but all under one roof. It's got a very interesting funding model where they'll take on the mortgage on the building, and Alberta Health Services will essentially just lease their portion of the hospital, and that will help pay the mortgage. And then Alberta Health Services is just going to be in the healthcare business. They're not going to be in the maintenance business, the laundry business, or the cooking business. They're going to be in the healthcare business. And so it's a very unique model, and they've been working very hard. And there's members on the Newell Foundation that are not just from Bassano. We've got a couple members on it from Bassano, but we've got them from the city of Brooks and all the communities within the Newell region. So there's lots of exciting things going on here within the region, but of course I'm very partial to Bassano.
Well, that's glad to hear the new model, and I think they might be able to take that model if it's very successful to other
Yes,
parties.
absolutely. They want to use it as a template, not just for Bassano, but for small communities and even larger communities from coast to coast to coast. It's a fantastic model. It's very innovative, and we're just working through the proper channels to bring it to fruition.
And I understand, I met some time back, actually in this studio here, the new doctor joining in Bassano as well.
Yes, yeah, he should be joining us sometime this fall. So we're very excited about that, and I think he's equally as excited to come here.
Yeah, I bet he was here with his family, his wife and the children came to the school. Yeah, I believe he's from Nigeria,
Yes.
and he will be an asset for the Bassano.
Absolutely, yeah, they're excited to be coming.
Yeah. Yeah, Colin, you want to touch base of the how best an NRTA will be attracting businesses or tourism, let's say, to our area.
Yeah. Well, tourism is at the moment very, very important, as you know, because the oil and gas industry got a really big hit, and
JBS is having problem too.
And
JBS, yeah, I think there was some.
Oh, they do. Okay, and so tourism has become one of the mainstays, I guess, of the economy. You know, it could be one of the mainstays of the economy. It's the region is an incredible region, and I think it's worth visiting. We have Lake Newell, we have Bassano Dam, we have the different campgrounds right through the county, and of course the jewel is the dinosaur park, and that one is really big for this area.
And that's a UNESCO, I think.
Yeah, it's a UNESCO World Site. And they're really doing well. They're promoting a lot of tourism in the area. We live on the highway to the park, and we can see how many people are actually traveling there Friday nights and coming back on Sunday. It's an incredible tourist attraction. But the rest of the county, the Lake Newells and the campgrounds and the lakes that we have here is something to be proud of. Yeah.
Plus, we have the rodeos. We have other events.
We have the events of rodeo. The Brooks Medieval Fair is a big one, a 2-day event.
Medieval Fair, yeah.
Brooks Rodeo is a 2-day event.
Yeah.
And we are really promoting to get more projects into this county, and hopefully it will work.
Oh, that's very good. So when is also Bassano Rodeo then? Is it same time with the Brooks?
It falls on the third weekend of every June. So this year it's June 24th, I believe. Yeah, and so we have a parade that goes along with that, a rodeo out at the rodeo grounds. It's very well attended. The Ag Society or the rodeo group does a very good job of putting on a good show, and the parade is always done to perfection with many volunteers.
Yeah. So is it 2 days same as Brooks?
It starts. There's some slack that they run on Friday night out at the rodeo grounds, and then the parade is Saturday morning, and then the rodeo goes on after that, and then it falls into Sunday as well. Okay. So it's a 2.5-day event.
You want to touch base with the arts you have in the area that I have been, is arts, and you do the artist what in with the kids, or is it?
Okay, my wife is the artist.
Yeah,
I'm the techie.
Yeah.
I clean the bed and breakfast, and I'll just back up, right?
Yeah.
We used to run a photography business, but it's getting a little bit to the point. It's really hard now with the digital stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, Vida is the artist. She's the teacher, and she's the one that runs the studio.
Yeah.
She teaches a lot to kids, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Thursdays is adults, and the weekends there's always something going on. For instance, we had Tom Jackson over yesterday for 2.5 hours, and he didn't want to leave. We had to actually kick him out. Wow. He came under the auspices of Canadian Badlands, and he was sent here to promote this area, to write about it and to record.
Wow.
And he visited us for 2 hours, and it was just incredible. He said that he went to Dinosaur Park, and he just wanted to sit there for 2 months and soak it all up. So it's a very, I don't know, he'd never been there before in his life. So
it's first time.
Yeah, so he is promoting through Canadian Badlands this area. Yeah.
Wow.
He visited the baseball game yesterday and did a small concert.
Wow.
And he said he's willing to come in July and play at Red Roof Studio.
There you go, you hear that.
That's
so
excellent.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite an iconic Canadian.
He is.
And I hope, okay, and he says he doesn't want to get paid. but he said you have to pay, and he talks in that kind of poetic. And I said, what do you mean? He says you pay the food bank. He's a really advocate for the poor in Canada, and he's a philanthropist, right? That's the word. Yeah. And so the concert, we put it on, and all the proceeds will go to the food bank in Brooks. Yeah. Yeah,
that's a very good cause.
Yeah.
So when July, or is it
July? He said he'll contact me.
Okay.
I hope it's in the first week of July.
Of July.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then you'll.
So it will be big.
On the Facebook.
You know, he runs around with publicists and project managers.
Yeah.
And you know, he was everything that he did yesterday was filmed. And, and recorded. So.
Well, there you go. I've been to the studio. I think. One other thing that Rita mentioned was actually that arts therapists, for example, people who come from a civil war society or one
that is very much a problem in Brooks is kids coming from Syria, Somalia, where you come from, right? Ethiopia and
Congo and all those,
etc., etc. And they come here and they're basically traumatized, right?
Yeah.
And so they are helped with art, and Rita does a lot of art therapy in the schools to bring them, and it really works. It really works, it seems. So
they can express themselves.
That's right. They can't say anything. They can just art it.
No, I think that's a very good way of. Do you have a diversity people in Bassano, for example?
Oh yeah, no, I think we do. We're not as diverse as Brooks.
Yeah.
JBS has played a large role in the diversity in Brooks, the cultural diversity.
Yeah.
We certainly have some here, and we haven't had any real particular issues that come along with that. But we've just got a good history, and I think we've got a good present, and we're working on the present to make us have a better future. Again, there's different business opportunities here. My fiance Simone and myself opened up a business here not quite a year ago, and it's running successfully. And so there's many more opportunities here for anybody, local people, fellow Canadians, and internationally as well.
Wow, that's very good. I think there are a lot of GPS also employees from here who travel from here to Lakeside.
Yeah, and they make a good living there. Yeah. Absolutely.
I know a few of them. I believe I just met also one Iraqi from Iraq, I think.
Okay.
Who lives in Bassano and then commutes to Lakeside.
Yeah.
And he loves the area very much. Actually, he said he loves here far more than in Brooks.
Oh yeah.
I said, well, don't say that to the Brooks mayor because. But yeah, he was trying to say he's lived here for a while. So this area is very quiet for him. He has a wife and he works at GBS. So they commute from here to Bassano. And that leads me, what do you think, in your own opinion, is the advantage of having a diverse people like that?
What's the advantage to having a diverse culture? I mean, we can certainly learn lots from them, and they can learn from us. And with every new culture comes new opportunities. So there's lots to learn for everybody when there's a more diverse
population.
Yeah, population, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's good. The NRTA having together with the Badlands, I believe, for promotion of the area.
We are very close to the Canadian Badlands organization, and we do a lot of promotion with those guys, and Alberta Travel as well. Travel Alberta, sorry.
Oh, Travel Alberta.
Yeah, Travel Alberta.
Okay, for the whole county.
Yeah.
For the whole region then, from Bassano.
Canadian Badlands is basically this whole Palliser triangle, right? Yeah.
So the Canadian Badlands is from southern Alberta then, from the south?
It starts in central Alberta.
Yeah, like.
And they have something else up in the north then? They have a.
I think it's central Alberta, all the way to Medicine Hat, and south.
Badland.
Yeah. Canadian
Badland.
And west to Strathmore. Yeah.
And then from up the center to the north will be they don't have nothing to do with it. They have different, I think, organizations.
There are no Badlands up there. So
I think they have a mountain something.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
promotes up
Mhm.
in that area.
Yeah.
Okay, so the NRTA is a part of the
No, it's
Canadian
not part
Badland.
of. Is we work with
Together.
Canadian Badlands. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very close
Cooperative,
relationship. Yeah, yeah.
No, okay, no, that's
And basically, it's promotion of this area. That is basically it. They do the whole southern part of Alberta, just about,
Mhm.
and we just focus on County of Newell. Yeah.
But do you have any member of the NRTA sitting in the Badland group, or how would it work then? Or we have Newell Ridge, or the Newell County have somebody in the Badland?
I think the mayor of Brooks is the chairman
Oh,
of Canadian. Right, right. So
what's
so he's Barry.
Perry
Morishida.
Morishida, who is the chairman of Canadian
Yeah,
Badland.
so I went to a meeting, an AGM meeting, 3-4 weeks ago, and he ran the meeting. So
And the County of Newell has a representative there as well. There's other elected officials that are part of that Canadian Badlands as
Oh,
well.
Canadian Badland.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's yeah. If Perry Morishida is the chairperson of the Canadian Badlands, I think then they rotate. I think the whole.
I think so.
Yeah, they're
And by the
rotating.
way, the AGM is next year in Brooks
Oh,
for
nice.
Canadian Badlands. So depending on if the new center is finished, and they will keep it, the
What
new
oh, the
recreation center.
Lakeside Laser
Yeah,
Center.
so hopefully it will be finished and we can keep it there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a big boost of people coming
That's
in
very
and
good.
using hotels. And the hotels are desperate right now, so
Yeah.
anybody. Yeah.
Well, they're expecting the gas to jump back. I think it was 50 something. I guess it's going back up a little bit, but it's not as used to be before.
Correct.
Tom. In Basan, apart from having town mayor, do you have a councillor then? Apart from the county, I know Kelly is the councillor from Basano.
Yeah, she's Division number 6. She's the elected official for Division 6 for the County of Newell.
But you don't have another councillor within the Basano then?
No. Well, yes, there's our council consists of seven councillors. So there's, I think, 10 or 12 people that ran in the last election.
Yeah.
They elected 7 councillors, and those 7 councillors elect the mayor. And I was selected.
Oh, okay, so you have it's the same as Brooks
County.
then.
Yeah, the county. Yeah, we have 7 councillors altogether.
Yeah, I think
Or
Brooks
6 and a mayor.
is, yeah, Brooks is the same thing. Brooks have
That's right.
6 plus.
And a
I
mayor.
don't live in Brooks. Don't look at me.
That's right. You're correct.
Yeah, Brooks. Dutch, I think, is same as Bassano town.
Yeah, it's a
I think
yeah.
town.
That is a town. No, it's a village.
Duchess is a village.
Village.
Oh.
It's a village, and I'm not really sure of the differences. Drumheller is not a. It's a city still, but they're
No,
way.
they were a town, then they went to a city, and now they've gone back to a town.
Oh, town. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So
Tom, what
depends
is
on
the-
the number of people.
Yeah,
I
so
guess.
what's the difference then? I'm just
I
confused.
knew that question was coming, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can answer it. The difference between a city and a town is once you become a city, then you have to take care of the secondary highways that come through your community,
Okay,
and so you're responsible to maintain those.
okay.
A town does not have to do that, and the difference between a town and a village, I'm really not sure the difference.
So you can
There's
go
not
back
much.
forth then town
Well,
and
it's-
city.
yeah, but you have to apply for it, and there is a process to go through to go one way or the other.
Yeah, okay, because I know Tabor is a city, and they have their own police in Tabor.
Mm-hmm.
Then they decide not to have, and then they have a police again, because I think if they don't have their own police, then they will have the RCMP, I think.
Yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, but now they have their own police again, and it's a small city like Brooks, I think. I don't know how
I don't know how big.
population-wise is.
No.
They're about 9,000, I think.
Yeah.
Tabor.
Smaller than Brooks.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
I was told that they have their own police services.
And they
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah, so that means they will pay more tax.
Hard to say. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, that I think it has to be. So the town itself, for example, we had a Tilly used to be town.
Village.
Village. Yeah.
They were a village, and then now they are hamlet.
A
A hamlet,
yeah.
which now means that the county of Newell takes care of all of their infrastructure, and they no longer have their own council to make their own decisions.
So okay, they are hamlet then.
They are hamlet, yeah.
Okay, and they still have mayor then.
They do not, no. They have one elected
John
official.
Timko.
No, he's not the mayor anymore because they no longer have a council.
Oh, okay.
So now they have one elected official that sits on the county council.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, but they still hamlet and they don't have anything else other than the representative of the county. They don't
That's
have
right.
mayor. They don't have
That's
councillors.
correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
It's worked out very well for Tilly to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's small. I thought it was a village always because it's small anyway. If you go to Tilly, I don't know what's the difference between being village and then hamlet because hamlet is
Village,
smaller.
you have your own council.
Okay.
When you become a hamlet, you lose your council and fall under the direction of the county.
Okay, so everything will be done by the county.
That's correct.
Oh, that's.
Your taxes are paid to the county, and the county in turn takes care of you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think the coming to the discussion now is a education. You've been from Indonesia to Holland, from Holland to Canada, and all that, and you've seen the value of education. It's very extremely important for the generations to come in order to compete globally.
Yeah.
Whether it's Alberta with other provinces or Canada with other nations. So how best would you say or would you give advice to the youth of today to continue education further? What would you- what would you say?
Education is, like Reg said, very, very important. I have a daughter who actually didn't want to go to school, and she was working in the Brooks Bar, and then she asked me, Dad, I said, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I said, go to the Medicine Hat College. She did the first year there, met a teacher who really inspired her, and she went to UC and did a PhD. And you know, she in huge student debt, but she almost paid it off, so she's okay. But it's for kids, it's so important to have a good education. Those guys, they have to go to university, college, whatever, do vocational. Just don't go work in the oil patch at 18, you know. Go to school first.
Well, that's a good inspiration from your daughter. I think.
Absolutely. I'm very proud of her, and not everybody can do this. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. Come to Bassano and Dutchess and Brooks and County of
Rosemary,
Newell.
yes.
We got it all here. Yeah.
No,
We're the forgotten part of the province. I really believe that. But through NRTA, a lot of the elected officials, or all of the elected officials within the County of Newell, whether you're with the City of Brooks, Town of Bassano, any of the villages, the County of Newell, we're all working hard at promoting this area, because Bassano's not just a diamond in the rough, but this entire region is.
there you go.
Diamonds in the rough.
Diamonds in the rough.
Not synthetic.
Well, that's well said. I thank you very much for both of you, and we are very great today and very honored to air the program from Bassano, our first time.
Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And we are very honored to have Bassano Mayor to join us, and thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you, Ahmed.
President
We'll
of
meet again.
NRTA. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you,
Thank
Colin.
you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you guys doing great job promoting the County of Newell, and
Thank you.
with the help of all players.